I'm on my telephone
I
now.
don't know where it is.
You what?
I don't know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what
Okay, guys, I am
the
sorry.
table.
The table for what? I am now on my
See
phone. My
it.
computer went dead, messed around with my granddaughter. I couldn't even my granddaughter's a whole lot. So I just wanted to say bye because it went off so abruptly. The computer went dead and everything. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, my computer went dead, messing around with my granddaughter. I couldn't even reach to plug it up and everything. So I just wanted to say, it's everything just cut off abruptly. Okay, she gone now. Okay. See you at 6. I want to tell you guys, see you at 6 o'clock here on Bingo. More story time. Yes, see Blue. I will. I enjoyed you. Thank you, Miss Moe. I think I said it wrong. I'm sorry, I missed your name. Hey, Janice. So I'm on my telephone now. Had to get off stream, y'all, get off my computer, everything to sit down. Hey, Pat P, how you doing? So, hey, Brenda. So yeah, y'all. Oh, she put this on my head. You guys see. This little girl just like all of a sudden she's like, I need you, grandma. I want attention, grandma. So she stuck this. She said, Grandma, put this on. You look so pretty. I said, okay, put it on my head. So she stuck her princess crown on my head. Oh my goodness. So I think she need me right now, guys. She just wants some attention. It's okay. I mean, she's 3. You know what I'm saying? She want to play with her grandma, I guess. But this thing about to fall off. She gone. She finally went to room her. I loved her mini questions. Yes, Sarah. She be all over the place. She's a whole handful with 3. She about to be 4. September the 18th. So that makes her a Libra or Virgo. I'm trying to think. Cause I'm a Libra and I'm September the 28th. Hey Aaron, how you doing? I'm a Libra and I'm September 28th. So that makes her Virgo. Okay, she's a Virgo. And I don't get along with Virgos. This only Virgo I might like. I'm trying to think that if you leaving all that astrology and zodiac signs and all that stuff, because I done ran into some Virgo. My sister Virgo. Thank you for my flower. Amazing. I bought the spicy and mild. Loved it. Thank you, Kimberly. Okay, guys, the flower is available. You go to SoulfulTLLC.com. You can get your version of spicy. Look, my burgers are the best. I don't know. These ones I know. Listen, that flower is a problem. Why it's a problem? Gotta be. I will. Most definitely because I always wanted grandkids. It's just say it's addictive. I knew you was gonna say that because so many people that told me that it's addictive. Oh man, that's a good addiction. I know that's right. Cause I got Blessed Road. I got a video coming up with Blessed Road. Oh, what fast food? I'm kind of addicted to Chick-fil-A. Got my whole family on it. Thank you, gotta be. Yes, y'all had 30 more minutes of my time. I'm all good. So base, cause you know what? I don't like to overdo. Oh, okay, that would be cool. I don't like to overdo. Have you guys may get tired of me. It's like, oh my gosh, you don't hear babbling about nothing. My mom is doing great, Jacqueline. Some Virgos are loving because yeah, I don't know my sister. My sister's a Virgo and she got 2 sides. Y'all, there must be 2 sides to Virgos because she got that BITCA side. Then she got that side that her work job people know. Oh yeah, you want to finish the story? So yeah, so to go back, guys. In order for me, y'all can know what I was talking about. This is the end of the story. Then I'll be finished. Thank you, low life. I hate that name. I feel so bad when I say that. um, so I came home drunk, and what? I was filthy drunk. I was filthy drunk, and he gonna try to say that I smelled like I was doing something with somebody. I said, huh? Dude, what are you talking about? You smell like alcohol. I smell cologne all over you. First of all, Yeah, I smell like alcohol because I've been drinking St. Ives. St. Ives has got so much liquor in it, it don't make no sense. And then for you to say you smell cologne on me, that's a lie. Maybe the person that was in the house, their cologne was like really, really potent. Are you a ballerina? Okay, I love it. And maybe their cologne was really, really strong, but you ain't smell nothing on me. And don't you know, to this day, I still I still fight that argument. Yeah, we gonna make it because grandma gonna make a video with that for you, okay? Yeah. And so to this day, I still fight that argument even when I'm not with him. Because he can always tell me, I don't care what you say. I know you was doing something with somebody. And nobody come home that filthy drunk and smelling like a man's cologne. I said, dude, if you don't leave me alone. And that's what you say, baby? Y'all, she came back. Pink is your favorite color? Okay. Um, you know what hurt me so much about the reflecting? When people try to reflect they thing, try to reflect what they do on you, is that you really don't know me. I would think as long as we was in this relationship that you know me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you have to know a person. If you know a person, if you know the type of woman that I am, and we've been together all these years, why would you even second guess me, guess my character? I would never second guess your character because if I know you, I have been with you so long. At this point, it's like I know you, like I said, like the back of my skin. I know what you would do and would not do. You know what I'm saying? So if you knew me as a person, as a woman, the type of woman that I was, search fast at TV. TV voice this man. You would have never accused me of anything like that. So that means you really don't know me. That's all, and I tell him to this day, he would say, "Oh, you know that time you cheated on me? I never cheated on you, dog." And I'm not going. And then the arguments is to get so bad that you wanted me to lie on myself to make your truth be real. Oh, I was filthy drunk, honey. Thank you. What up? I can't see the rest of it. I will never. Thank you. Thank you. I would never lie on myself. And to this day, we've been out of a relationship for almost 4 years now. Because that was my last relationship. And to this day, he will always bring that up. And because he's sticking to that. And I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not gonna lie on me to make you feel good. That don't even make sense. And then, and that comes along with the territory when you dealing with someone who has an addiction. Because I told y'all about the addiction, the drug and alcohol addiction that he was going through. And so he tried to put his bad demons on me. I mean, that wasn't the first time. I mean, throughout, I told you I was in an abusive relationship physically and mentally. And it took me so many years to really get out that relationship. And I've been out of that relationship for 4 years. For 4 years. And I know I will never go back to that. I don't even know if a person would say they changed because throughout the years of being with this person, I heard that so many times. Oh, I'm a change. Please take me back. And I take them back, and then the trust is broken again. And it was just crazy. I couldn't do it anymore. And so, because throughout this whole relationship, I was accused of so many things. I was accused of messing with the neighbor upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Just because a man say hi to you and you standing outside on the apartment steps and somebody talk to you. When people walk up, people got manners. You know what I'm saying? They be like, "Hi, how you doing?" I be like, "Hi," and so you hold a conversation with people and stuff, and you walk out there, all of a sudden it's something going on, and then from that point on, you effing the neighbor upstairs or you bring guys around, you get drunk, and all of a sudden, I'm effing your friend. What? Why would I even do something like that? Why would I even do something like that? So that means the whole time you was with me, you didn't know me. You didn't know my character. You didn't know me. Because if you knew me, you wouldn't even say those type of things to me. And so I always, and this also that's that trust. You didn't trust me. I trusted you, and I shouldn't have. I trusted you, and I shouldn't have. So that's what I'm just saying with that story, like people and trust, and like somebody said, his insecurities and stuff. But I was like, what are you? Had to be insecure about, I didn't show nobody any other attention. I had my kids, I had you, I was taking care of house, and I was working. Shit, I was the main provider. Always has been. Always. I was the one always with a vehicle. I was the one always with the job. I was the one always paying the rent, having the bank accounts, having the money. So what? Come on now. Come on, man. When I said I took care of man, I took care of fucking man. Don't do that. I made my mistake. I made my mistakes. That's why I say I could talk about stuff because I've been through a whole lot on these 50 years on earth. And the bad, I have yet. I'll be honest. Right. And that's the thing. We talked about this on the couch once before, is that you have to love yourself. You have to have self-love for yourself before you can love somebody else. You can't love nobody else if you haven't loved yourself first. So you can't even start to begin to know how to give love if you don't have self-love. Because if you don't have self-love, you can't give love. You're magnificent. Okay, now go be magnificent in the room with your father for a minute. She said, "I am magnificent." I'm saying my baby is a character. But see, it was so easy for me to love because I knew how to love. I that's how I grew up in a household. My mother loved me. You know what I'm saying? I see you. Oh, you see me? Yeah, I see you too, baby girl. And hey, Pearl Love. So you have to know how to love in order to give love. And I gave it to the wrong person for so many years, for so long. I so fine. I gave it. I shall need some mac and cheese. Billy G said I need some mac and cheese. I'm so tired of macaroni and cheese. That side dish is so played out with me so much. So then I get tired of mac and cheese. I don't think I want to see them on macaroni and cheese. Sometimes what you say? Bird says sometimes we allow loneliness to direct our choice in men. Yeah, we do. Oh, I'm in the same boat. Mine was over 25 years too. And that's crazy. That is so crazy. I would say don't wait that long. Don't ever wait that long to be in a relationship that that's toxic. My relationship was toxic. But for some reason I thought that I could change this person. I kept trusting this person would change. Doing the rehab programs. Oh, this time we're gonna get it together, we're gonna get it right. I was married to him for 25 years. Oh, okay. So, yeah, and so you would think that I had no more trust left in me, but I do because I give people a chance. What I never do is that I would never ever bring the bad negative into a new. It will help me pick the next person because I would know what I'm not looking for. All the things that I had in that relationship with that man is not what I want in a new relationship with a new man. So I already know what I don't want. I know that I would never bring that baggage into this because everybody is different. I don't know why people cheat. I don't. People just want more than what they need. I don't know why people cheat. And you would think the best of the best people don't get cheated on, but they do. I think that's like a insecure thing. I don't know why people cheat. It's crazy. I never cheated on anybody I was with. Well, let me stop lying. Let me take that back. But I was young in my 20s because I got some days when I was out there. I was in my 20s and I was trying to juggle two men at one time. But I didn't consider that as cheating because I really wasn't really going with them. I was just like, you still on the phone? Yeah, on here. I was probably in my early, I would say like 26, 25. How's your laptop? Laptop went dead. It just completely stopped and I couldn't charge it up, so I got on my phone. Move, man. So I'm not. I'm a lot. I'm not. I'm not. So I'm gonna take that back because you never say never. So I guess you would say that was cheating, but I was in my 20s. shoot, I was like 25, 26. I really wasn't going with anybody. I was trying to develop a relationship, and then I thought I was trying to balance two men at one time. That makes you feel like you are not good good enough. So I did that. I did it once in my 20s, but after that, I never did it again. So I can't say that I never cheated. If I would have got caught, I guess they would have called it cheating. But my body got tired though. I had to stop because I was doing too much because I had a little freak up in me. Okay, so I remember one time unexpectedly. I've been out with one friend. I ain't gonna throw no names on here. I've been out with one friend. I went over his house. We did some things, right? That was that. Michael Middleton, you don't hear this about your mother. You 30 years old. Go back, go away. I did. We did some things, right? And that was like that afternoon. And I was chilling and everything. He brought me back home or whatever. We talked on the telephone. God dig it. The other guy, may he rest in peace. That was my dude. His name was Pooh. That was my dude. Um, he knocks on my door. So maybe, like about 6 o'clock in the evening, he come this Bama. What you doing later? Nothing. Let's go out. I said, okay, let's go out. Take me out or whatever. God dang it! No matter when you take you out, you end up in the bed around about 10 o'clock that night. So I stayed with him all night, but I was tired. I was wore out. I was like, damn. So I had to sit back and reflect on that. I was like, dang, I was with this person this morning. Now I'm with him tonight. Jeez. And I kept doing that, and I kept doing that. And then when the days came when I had to do two people at one time and one day, man, that thing was overwhelming. I couldn't keep doing two people at one time in one day. I think I did that for about 2 months. And I said I had to get one of them up. And I regret I regret the person I gave up. Yeah, I had an itch that needed to be scratched. I was young. I didn't know better. I was in my 20s. I was having fun. And it's hard to do. You liking both guys. And it's hard to choose between which one. And they never, hey, Shadonna. And they never were meeting up. They were from two different worlds. One of them was a thug, living that life, selling illegal pharmaceutical. He was the dude in Berry Farms. He was the dude on the streets. Everybody knew him. So it was like, you was like, oh, I was young and dumb. Oh yeah, I go with so and so. I mess around. People know you mess with him and all that stuff. So that was that one, that thug like bad boy situation. And then the good boy who had a job, was working, who liked me. My friends end up knowing him, went to school with him. And I gave up the good boy for the bad boy. But for 2 months, I was trying to juggle both of them. And then one day, it got caught up. I'm going to tell you how I got caught up one day, y'all, before this phone go dead. One day, it got caught up. I was in the living room, sitting in my mother's living room. Me and a good dude. Was nobody home. We was being promiscuous. We did what we did. And then, as I was on the phone, I don't even know if I should tell y'all this because this is making me sound so bad. I don't even know. This is rated R, some type stuff. But while I was in the middle of doing my business, my phone kept ringing. My cell phone kept ringing. My cell phone kept ringing. And I was like, I need to answer the phone. But, of course, the dude didn't want to stop. And I answered the telephone. And then I looked and I answered the phone. And it was the other dude. I jumped up. Told him, I said, you got to go. He said, what you mean you got to go? He said, I said, you got to go. This is how he found out I was messing with somebody else. He said, what you mean I gotta go? We ain't finished. I said, dude, you gotta go. Somebody on his way down here and you just gotta go. He's like, what you mean? So I had to break it down. I said, look, I'll mess with you, mess with this other dude at the same time. And I said, just because I like you, I need you to go because this other dude, he is a street dude. And I said, and I don't want nothing to happen to you. I said, so you got to go. And so, and he heard, got his clothes on. He said, "Y'all, you serious?" I said, "You gotta go." I said, "Please hurry up." I was like, get dressed. You got to go." And then it's funny today, but it wasn't funny then because my heart was beating 10 miles an hour. This dude that I was messing with, may he rest in peace. He was like, he was like a illegal pharmaceutical thug type person, well known in our area. And so, and everybody knew I was messing with him. And so he got his stuff on, and as we was going out the door, he went down the steps and he pulled up in his truck. He pulled up in his truck. I'm literally pulled up in his truck in front of my mother's house while I was letting the other dude was going. The other dude was going down the second steps, and we was talking. And he pulled up while I was talking to him, but the other dude was far away. He was down by the retaining wall, and I was talking to him. And so he stopped and he looked, and they look at each other, and then he was like, "Hey, I'll be back. I'm about to go to the store, dude. This is something he was saying, and I'll be back." I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "You want anything?" I was like, "No." And then I was still talking to the other dude, and he was like, "Who's that?" I said, "That's my cousin." He said, "Your cousin?" I said, "Yeah, that's my cousin." I say, "Oh, this is my cousin." I don't want to get the other dude name because he's still living. I said, "This is my cousin." His girl. When I tell you, my heart was beating 10 miles per hour. My heart was beeping. When I say I was sweaty, I was nervous, and when I was talking, you could like kind of like hear it in the voice. And I said, "That's my cousin." He said, "That's your cousin?" He said, "I ain't never seen him before." I said, Y'all know everybody I know." And I was like, he's like, "Oh, see you later, cousin Tanya." This nigga said, "See you later, cousin Tanya." When I say he got with the program, he got with the program quick. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. He said, "See you later, cousin Tanya." I said, "See you. Call me." He said, "Okay." I ain't never heard from that man from that day. I ain't heard from that man from that day. I never heard from that man. That day, that man had his backpack on his back and walked down that street, called me cousin Tanya. That's the last time I've seen that man. I ran into him years later as an adult, but we never talked about that situation. But I never ever seen or heard from that man that day for years and years on end. Man, my heart was so beating so fast because I did not want this Bama to get out the car, out his truck. And this other dude was tall and skinny. I like small men because I always been like a plump size girl. So, and I always get small and slim. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I remember that day. That was the worst, scariest day of my life. That was in the early 90s. That was in the early 90s, early 2000s. I'm going to say like maybe 2002, 2003, something like that. That was around that time. Yeah, I was out there. I was living life, but that's the first experience I had trying to juggle two men at one time, and then trying to juggle a nice one versus a mean one. It wasn't working, so I had to end up. I ended up dropping the nice guy, and which I didn't because I always regret that to this day because I really liked the nice guy, but the young me was enthused by the thug. You know what I'm saying? I was fascinated by the thug life, the money, and the people knowing that you were seeing him, and it was just that dumb stuff. We all go through it. The bad boy thing. So yeah, the bad boy thing. But he's gone now. May he rest in peace and stuff. I always miss him. Yeah, and I always say he's the one that got away. I thank God every day for my kids, for my children, because without those relationships, that no, I had no kids by him. Without the relationship, I ain't had no kids by that thug guy either. I quit him. I when the barber shop got shot up, and he was in the barber shop, and people started looking for him, I had to let that go. I was not trying to be part of that, because back in the day they'd go out to people that you're messing with because you mess with somebody. So when he was in the barbershop, he got shot up and all this crazy stuff, and things was happening in his life that was going wrong with shootouts and shootings and drive-bys. I let that out of my life because I could not. That was a hot minute for a minute, but I woke up on that. I had to get back to. Joshua, I thought you was getting cable. I thought you was getting a new internet. Oh, look at you now. You are captain of your own ship, not desperate. Yes, I'm not. But that's why I say I lived a full life with relationships, with children, with jobs, and to where I'm at now. That's why I say I talk on experiences, my own opinion. No one has to agree with anything I say. Nothing saying that what I'm saying is the right way. It was my way. It was my way of living life. You know what I'm saying? You welcome, Miss R. Miranda. It was my way of living life, and I lived it. We all do not have a perfect life. We also, I just found your channel a month ago. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, the first time I was pregnant, I set that up. I knew I was going to be pregnant. That's another story. I arranged that pregnancy from doing ovulation counts and everything. Yes, I did. I arranged that pregnancy. Yes, I'm nowhere near the same now. I'm telling that story. And so yeah, that was a lifetime ago. I'm 50, and I evolved throughout that. Even one past that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no one know your story. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. But guess what? If I wouldn't, we all did something. We all did something. We all, like you said, everybody got a story. I don't think nobody's out here perfect. I think everybody done been through something in their life, whether it's good or it's bad. It is willing. It's up to you whether or not you willing to take those experiences and live your best life. You know what I'm saying? Even you got to change. I'm still doing it. Ah, somebody say I'm still this. Y'all crazy as heck, man. She said I'm still doing it. I'm too old. But right now, this point in my life, and then we were talking about trust, is that I put a lot of trust on the line with three different men that ended up not being the man for me, but they gave me six beautiful children, six beautiful young men that I have in my life, and I will always appreciate that. If I don't take anything out of those relationships, I take my kids, because and that's why I wouldn't do anything over, because I don't know if I would ended up with the same young men I have now. And I like who they are. I like who they became. So I don't take anything back. I don't wish anything different, because all those relationships made me strong, and it just prepared me for things to come. I know who I am as a woman. I know how I want to be treated. I know how to treat someone, and no, and don't have to worry about me or cheating or anything like that. I would say back then, yeah, when I was in my 20s, I had my fun playing the field. It's called playing the field, sowing your wild oats. My oats been sown a long time ago. Okay. Hey, Chef and Mark. You went away. I'm fine. How are you? So yeah, so now I'm just looking to build. I'm trying to build on something. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to have a successful YouTube page, have a successful business, have successful children, and just have a successful life. And I think I'm going in that direction. Chef and more. It's called living. Yeah, we live our lives. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. Yes, I know my worth now, and I will not take none of that crap I took anymore in that long and frivolous relationship that I was in. I would never take that anymore. He said, I sold enough oats to feed a village breakfast. Did y'all see what Andy said? Oh, hey, Paris Wallace, Lois Jenkins's daughter. How you doing, Paris? Hi, thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Yeah. What are you looking for in a partner? Whew, a lot. If that scares anybody, I think I told somebody this before. I'm looking for a lot. But what do you want from me? I want everything. You know why I want everything? Because I'm giving everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving my trust. I'm giving you the trust. I'm giving you honesty. I just want to be able to trust. But the most important thing, because we started off this conversation today, is trust. I want to be able to trust somebody. I want to be able to trust in the fact that if you leave out this store, I ain't have to worry about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, I want to be able to trust, like, if we're in a relationship, we got joint bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that with the other people that I was with. You know, I had to hide my ATM cards. Can't send your man to the bank for you. Can't put money in the bank. I had to hide my money in my house. I had to lie that I didn't have money, but had money in order to keep money. I want somebody that I could trust, somebody that I could build something with, so we could say, honey, we got a joint account. And it's okay to have your separate accounts, but you got that family account. You know, somebody, if we put something, lay something down, it's going to be there when it come back. And just overall trust in the relationship, finances, just overall trust in everything. That's what I'm looking for. I'm tired of having my guard up where I can't be vulnerable and not get hurt. Sometimes I want to be vulnerable. Sometimes I want to just not worried about things and just live life and just trust this man. Trusting the fact that this man loved me enough to be there for me, to help me, to make me smile, to make me laugh when I need to laugh. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking. I'm looking for somebody. That's what I'm looking for. I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. And I don't know. And I don't think I'm too. I don't think I'm too old to still find that. I know I'm 50, and it is better to be single than be in a toxic relationship, and that's so true. And I've been single and celibate for 4 years. 4 years, and I have not. And I don't. I don't regret not one year, not one day, not one night, not one. I don't regret it at all. I made a better choice for me to get my stuff together, to get to know me all over again, and to develop into the person that I want to be on my own. And I think I've done that. I think in the last 4 years, I got to know me better as a person. I got to know the things that I want out of life. I got to know who I want, the way I want it, and the way I want to live life. And most of all, I got to develop things like a business, and got to know my children better, got to know my mom better, without having outside interference from a wrong type of person that say you love me but don't know how to love. I don't want to teach anybody anymore. My teaching days are over. I mean, I taught my boys, you know what I'm saying? That because they were part of me. And it's something that I had to do because I brought them into this world. So I had to teach them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to teach a man. I don't want to. I don't want to do that anymore. I want him to come to me already self-awareness. Knowing what he want and what he want out of life. I don't want my teaching days are over. I'm grounded now, and I need somebody that's grounded, that has found what they want and want to know what they want and ready to go after it and just be. I'm ready to go on vacation. I want to bank some coins and I want to do things. I want to feel free. I want to it's just everything that everybody else want. You know what I'm saying? We want a peaceful and happy life. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes, it comes. Yes, it is. And that's why I said I'm good. Um, I'm good. That's why I said when it happens, it happens. That's why I don't go out looking on no apps. I did that in the past, trying to hook up with somebody on a Facebook or trying to hook up with somebody on what's that or I am Fish or POF and all these things out here, all these dating apps and all this. I want to know. I can't do that. Oh, 918 Sooner was that Sooner dude. How you doing? Yes, chef. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. So it's just like, if I meet you, I meet you. Yeah, people is more into, honey. Cause tell me, people are more into if I can't have you, can't nobody have you. Now that's a whole different subject. Cause I've been waking up every morning when I go to YouTube. If I look at Be Love, even sometime before I look at Be Love, now I be looking at For My Man and Fatal Attraction on YouTube. I will spend 3, 4 hours and I love me some who I love. Let me testify. I love me some who I love. But ain't no way, no way you gonna catch on me on For My Man. God, somebody to sit down because these things is crazy. The good girls, oh my God. I ain't look at it this morning, but yesterday morning I was watching. I look at it every day. If you turn on your YouTube, put in For My Man, I look at it so much. When I go to my YouTube page, it's a story is already up there. And listen, I'm not serving time for no one. Thank you, got to be. I'm no young. The one that was so sad, and I wish I could tell y'all which one it was. When the girl killed her kids, she killed her 3 babies for her man. She killed her 3. I cried looking at that episode. I said, no, she didn't. She drowned her babies in the car, standing there hugging that man while her 3-year-old banging on the window and the car going into the river. I cried looking at that episode. I said, no, she didn't. Thank you, 918. That was, I think, out of all the ones that I have watched, that was the worst one. I cried. I told my brother about that episode. I showed it to him. I was telling my kids about that episode. I would never, you hear me? And I know people say never. I would never kill nothing I gave birth to for no nigga. Okay? I'm sorry. Yes, she said the N word because that's how I felt. Lord, that thing made me so upset. Oh, she killed her babies for a man. He wanted her but didn't want her children. I died looking at that one. Yep, to death do me part. I look at that too. Fatal attraction, to death do me part, for your man. Man, I don't know I don't know what's wrong with these people, with these women. Yes, boss 83. Hmm. I'm telling y'all, check out for your man. Something that's not gonna make you depressed. Thank you, Jedi 32R. Said I would have to go, not my kid. I wouldn't even thought about it. If somebody told me, first of all, as a single mother, as a single mother, you have to know what comes first. Your children, they come before everything. As a single mother that you're raising, your kids come before a man. I don't care how he putting it down. I don't care how good he making you feel. I don't care you ain't had none in a long time and he just busted open. Don't no man come before your kids. Especially when you talk about killing your kids. You sit there, you let this man do this. all because of what he got swinging. Because he ain't had no money. He was working where she was working at. Ain't that much vitamin D in the world. It ain't that much. Shit, you get one at the store might be better than him. Okay? Do your kids. Man, that thing made me mad for your man, that episode. I would never, my kids get on my nerves when they were little. They drove me crazy. They were boys. They fought. They didn't listen. As far as like, don't touch that, sit down, or something like that. You don't get rid of your babies because of that. You don't. Especially for a man. She even called her mother, try to give the kids, and this is the sad part of this story, right? The little girl, the youngest one that passed, her father was trying to get her. Her and her father was in the middle of a custody battle where the man, he was trying to get his daughter. This is the sad thing. But her relationships was so bad with her baby daddies. She was one of those women, if they didn't want her, she didn't want them to be part of the children's life. She was one of those women. And because relationships don't work out, she punished the man by not letting them see the child. Because if you're not gonna be with me, you're not gonna be with your daughter or your child. They got women like that too. They take out the relationship of the children because if the man don't want them, and then he might not be wanting you because you probably ain't doing something right, and he decide he don't want you, but he still want to be part of the children's life. So you take it out on the child and say in the man. So he was in the middle of trying to get custody of his daughter. She even called her mother and tried to give her children to her mother, but her mother said, I will take the oldest boy who was 6 years old, and you take the two youngest ones with you because they need to be with you because those your babies. So since her mother wouldn't take all of them, they took the babies out to dinner. They took the babies out to dinner, took them to the park. They basically gave the kids their last meal, didn't even know it. Played with them, got in the car, strapped the babies down in their car seats in the car. They got in the car too, started the car up, shifted gear, and these motherfuckers hopped out the car and stood on the riverbank and watched the babies go down into the water. Whole time she hugging the man and watching her baby, her 6-year old, banging on the car door. I'd say he was 4, 5, 6 or something. Banging on the door of the car. Banging on the door of the car. You guys, you know. That was crazy. I felt sick. Y'all, I'm hugging up. Y'all want this phone to go dead. It's about to go dead. I felt so sick on that. And then she connecting. No, Jackie, they weren't saved because they didn't call the police until after the car was completely submerged. They didn't call the police after the car was completely submerged, so the babies were not saved. All of the babies drowned and passed and died. But this is the kicker. This is the kicker. And this is when I say the law has no justice when it needs to. This chick only got 10 years in jail. The man got life because they said she was under his influence or some stuff. She only got 10 years in jail for killing her 3 babies. The man got life. I wanted to jump through that screen. They supposed to have been under the jail and some more. Long time ago, you are funny. Lisa said her wild husband son. Yeah, she ain't give her 10 years in jail. I said, wow. Them babies ain't getting no justice. But yeah, but look at for my man. That thing crazy. It be girls on there who never did anything for their life. Oh, she is a serial killer. Well, I need to look at that. I look at all this. I love ID. I look at ID. I look at ID. Or I look at ID. I look at all that stuff, man. Because sometimes It's just so crazy people out here that would do that, that would do the things they do, man. It be like for my man take the cake because I'm a woman. And I sit and look at, and it's not just black women. It's for my man. It's every color woman that's on here that do dumb stuff for a man. It's just so unbelievable. It be women on here that never did nothing a day in their life. They're as innocent as Bambi, okay? Just as innocent as Bambi, and they meet this man that turns their whole life upside down, and they willing to do anything, anything for this man. Oh, fatal attraction is good too. I done seen that where that people want to kill you because they can't have you or they want to hide stuff. Now, fatal attraction, I've been watching that. I done seen a lot of women getting killed on that because the man killing them because don't want the other girl to know that she pregnant. So going to kill the woman so that the wife won't find out that he got the woman pregnant and stuff. Because I just looked at that fatal attraction one here right in D.C. The girl worked for the Office of Tax and Revenue. Her mother was a PG County police officer. And this is the crazy thing. For that one, the girl, she had two kids and she met him. She got pregnant by him. She had a house. Her mother was a police officer of PG County, and she worked for DC government, and she worked for the Tax and Revenue Service. She had bought her own house. They weren't living together because she didn't. She liked her independence. So the quote unquote the story was saying that she liked her independence. So they had an on again, off again relationship. But why she didn't want him to live with her, he ended up meeting this other girl in the midst of their relationship. Now remember, she was going with him first. So he cheated on her and met another girl and decided to marry the girl that he cheated on her with, but was still messing with the first girl that he was originally going with and gets her pregnant, but never tell the girl that he married somebody. So the girl never knew he was married. She never knew that in the midst of their relationship, he cheated. And he cheated so good that he ended up marrying the girl that he cheated on. Yeah, I look at snaps too. And he ended up marrying the girl that he cheated on, was still messing with the original girl, got her pregnant and the wife pregnant. Then they found out about each other. The wife gave him an ultimatum to stop messing with the girl. I do fear no evil too. And he didn't stop messing with the girl. So the girl approached the wife. The wife found out they were still messing with each other. So she was about to take him to court for child support. And so he calls her at work one day saying, I want to meet you for lunch. He picks her up from lunch at her government job on her lunch break, and she ain't never been seen from since. But you know they broke the case down and found he the one that killed her. He drove her body miles and miles away. It took 2 years for the police to get the evidence together to convict him. It took 2 years to bring all it, because back in the day, I think this happened in 90 something. They didn't have all the social media things that they have now. So they was doing, this whole case was solved through the telephone. What's some telephone things we had back then? But we still got telephone wires, the posters or whatever. This is all solved through the telephone through there. That's how about tracking her telephone. But back then, into early 2000, we didn't have these GPSs and these apps and all that stuff that we got now that the police could track your phone with. So telephone tower. They had to gather all information and find her body and do everything through the telephone tower. When they got the signal, found her phone and found her body, and they found her cell phone. Then after they found the body, they found the car that was on the camera that got burnt, that belongs. Man, this thing was crazy. But it took them 2 years to convict this man. Because they had to make sure, they wanted to make sure they had everything crossed. But think about it, he killed this woman and his unborn baby because he didn't want his wife to find out he was still messing with her and she was taking him to court for child support. That's some bull. That was some bull, y'all. Y'all know that was bull. Yeah, but y'all gotta go. I'm getting hot. I turned my AC off. Yes, they will. I like the way she described her daughter. Yes, he was the worst kind of dog. Yeah, and I look at 48 Hours too. 48 Hours was one of the ones on A&E. I look at that on A&E. That was one of the ones, my things that I started watching before everything. My mother turned me on to ID because my mother loved all that ID stuff. And it made me sad because people actually, that's why sometimes I don't like real life true stories. Like when Lifetime and them be putting stories on, or you see stories that thank you. When you see stories that say based on a true story, when I look at movies based on true stories, and those movies be so messed up, I get sad because I hate to think that somebody actually had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? That somebody actually went through that, and now it's a movie about it, and it just make me sad that a person. I sometimes I don't like real true story event stories sometimes, because I get upset that somebody actually went through that. Yeah. But I am out, guys. Haha, be sure you sins will find you out. That was the mother's favorite saying was going growing up. Yes, it will. That was one of the favorite sayings. So, guys, join me tonight, 6 o'clock. Bingo! My mother stopped watching Snap because she said it put ideas in your mind. You get real upset. It put ideas in your mind. Oh, you welcome, Low Life 007. Thank you. Bye, Andy. Bye, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Download the Cash App if you don't have Cash App. Oh, you welcome. Gotta be little light bite. Truly, hi. I love you guys too. Hey, Cynthia. Yeah. So we gonna play bingo tonight, guys. Go to the liquor store. Get you a drink. Get you a Pepsi. Get you a soda. Get you some water. But have you something to dehydrate yourself. Cause we gonna have fun. Yeah, Snap was crazy. No, this is the last thing. Y'all see the one about the one to be about. What's the name of that one? With serial killer kids. They got kids that are serial killers. I used to look at that program. I forgot the name of it, but they used to said teach your kids kung fu. Yeah, I'm about to charge my phone too. That's what's going. Everything. The computer need charging. My phone need charging. Everything. Yeah, try remember at 6, get your Cash App. And we're gonna have us some fun, guys. Talk to you guys later. But yeah, I just look at that serial killer kids too. That thing was crazy. I couldn't believe that one took me for a spin too, the serial killer kids. Alright, y'all. I'm out of here. Bye Wanda. Bye Beauty Within. So she said water for me, right? Oh, lovely love. Please stop laughing loud, but I feel you. All right, bye guys. Granddaughter, what you